Yo, what's up guys? Today we'll be reacting to top 50 greatest WWE finishers by none other than my boy Tap Out Corner. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel right now. And man, professional wrestling is all about these finishers. It's about these moments, but when wrestlers do their, trademark moves, it just gets us off the chair. And ever since we were like 12-year-olds, we've been living through the Lion Salt by Jericho, the Spear by Reigns, as a silent assassin in the Shield, the Chokeslam by Kane, the AA by Cena, the RKO by Orton, the Pedigree by Triple H, the F5 by the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Finishers are everything. Finishers are what make this entertainment product what it is, and this great sport. If I give a shout out to Gunther because he's on a roll these days. So without wasting no time, let's see what list Tap Out Corner has kept these moves on. And man, it'll be so much fun to do this. So without wasting no time, let's do this right now.
Which WWE finisher is the best? We rank the top 50 to find out. Starting off with
SKO.
number 50, the Cobra.
The Cobra?
Might think I'm insane for including this finisher on here, but
Santino Marella.
Yes, the Cobra is a joke finisher, but I like to laugh. I definitely did.
I mean, it's legendary, of course.
Number 49, the Pedigree.
That's alright.
It might be a bit
Pedigree on 49?
Such an iconic finisher this low on the list. I don't think the Pedigree is a bad finisher. It's fine. It's exciting enough to watch, and it can be performed on anyone, regardless of size. However, I just think there are better finishers out there, like number 48, the Final Cut. It's a cool...
I could agree with Tap Out Corner on this, but I don't think I will, because even though the Pedigree might not be that much technically advanced of a finisher or something that involves a lot of power, but it's still Triple H, okay? Triple H has done everything in this industry that there was to do, so just because of Triple H, I feel personally that the Pedigree should have been at like number 12 position or number 14 position or something. It should have been much more higher, but we'll see how the list goes on from here. But yeah, I was just saying this, that Pedigree shouldn't be on 49 number. That's just my opinion. Here we go with the Goldust.
But it feels more impactful thanks to Goldust looking up his opponent before flipping them around.
I mean, yeah, it looks nice.
It just looks nice. I don't know how else to describe it.
Hey, I just said that.
The eyes, but not as nice of a pleasure.
It is.
Number 47, Paydirt.
And
this is a finisher that
Paydirt,
wrestlers have used, but Shelton Benjamin does it.
This is one of my least liked finishers in the history of WWE. I have never been able to understand the execution of the Paydirt. I think R-Truth does it, and Shelton Benjamin. Shelton makes it look nice, but it's a horrible finisher. It's a dreadful finisher. It's absolute atrocious. Paydirt.
Best. I like the height he gets when he jumps up to grab his opponent.
Yeah, Shelton is good with it, but
looks great.
It's
now,
just
it is a finisher that benefits a lot from a good opponent.
Trash
when the
finisher.
Taking the Paydirt sells it right, it looks really good. And when they don't, well, you know.
I mean, it's such a weak finisher. That's what I'm saying.
Some people
the Killswitch by Christian.
And that's fine, but Killswitch sounds better to me. On top of the name, it's a unique move.
Christian makes anything look good.
Drive his opponent's face into the canvas.
Yes.
Plus, it looks smooth.
Christian has made the Killswitch look good. I don't care who else has done the Killswitch, but oh man, the GTS, it's absolute poetry by CM Punk. And you shouldn't have this at 45 position. What this one is, I think, this one, I think he's kept it on 45. He shouldn't have this on 45 because CM Punk, man, I don't care it came from New Japan or whatever space it came from. I don't watch other wrestling promotions, by the way, but CM Punk, he makes it look like poetry, so I would keep the GTS much higher. But let's see what Tap Out has to say about this.
That is very entertaining to watch. That sounded more sadistic than I meant for it to be. Anyways, the GTS is a great finisher, but not quite as
Punk
great
makes it look like poetry, that's all I'm saying.
Del Sol. Also
Salida Del Sol.
The Salida Del Sol
It was
is
so
not
good.
a particularly popular finisher, but I always
It isn't,
it.
but
While other
it was so
wrestlers
much
have
good.
used This finisher,
I think Kalisto
did
used to
it
do
best.
this.
Normally, wrestlers performing this move land on their knees or stomach.
He was
managed
too
to
nice,
land in a
man,
sling
with this.
position, which looked even better when he hooked the leg for an easy pin.
Is that
some of
Kalisto
you
or
will disagree
Sin Cara?
with me, and that's fine. But come on, that one Kalisto did off the ladder was awesome.
Yeah, it's Kalisto. And look at this one too, Big Jim or Jay. My God.
The internet is the biggest.
It is such a beautiful finisher, man. And whoever does it, Sin Cara or Kalisto, I don't really know who does that. It's difficult to differentiate between the two guys, but it's a beautiful
43,
finisher,
the
as
Brock
much as I
Lock.
remember.
Moving on to submission finishers.
The Brock Lock? Excuse me,
is more
Brock?
obscure, but I think it's pretty sweet. Brock Lesnar
Yeah.
introduced it during his
Okay.
first WWE run, and it looks vicious, especially when
Look at
Lesnar would start
him
sitting
doing
on
to
his
Rey.
opponent. I love the visual too of Brock wrapping his opponent's
I've
leg
never
around
seen
his
this.
neck and bending.
I've never seen
Lesnar
Brock do this.
sadly didn't bring the Brock Lock back with
Yeah,
him,
because
but he
I started
returned
watching the
WWE.
product
Might have
around
been
this
some
time.
finisher brought back by someone
Okay, so he
else.
did this in
Number
the early
42,
2000s,
the
I believe.
Jackhammer. There are so many little things
Nah,
about this
man.
finisher that make it great.
Goldberg's-
I love how Goldberg would pause after
Goldberg's
putting his opponent's
Jackhammer is just an average finisher. It's not. There's nothing nice about that. There's nothing good about the Jackhammer. I'm not being Bret Hart right now, but I've never been a fan of the Jackhammer. That's all.
arm around his neck, giving just a moment
I
to
don't
build
care
anticipation.
the
Goldberg would
bravado
also hold his
around
opponent up in the
Goldberg
air
for
as
this
long as
move.
possible to again build anticipation and get the crowd hyped. Then it all paid off.
That's the whole
with
thing.
Impact. Number 41, Razor's Edge. What really
Whatever.
makes this finisher is the height.
Yeah,
Ramon
Razor's
always
Edge
managed to
was,
get his opponent as high as he possibly could before sending them crashing down. It made the move
It was
catastrophic,
legendary.
and honestly, it was like his opponent was being hung on the cross. I guess that's why Mordecai.
Yeah,
used this
it was
exact finisher
different,
years
man.
Later. Number 40, the big ending. I don't know
Yeah,
why,
the big
but I
ending
find it
by
hard to
Big
describe
E.
what makes Big E's big ending
Look
good.
at Big E
I guess
go.
one is how
Shout out to
smooth and
JBL for
effortless
that.
Big E made it look. No matter the
Yeah,
opponent's
yeah,
size,
I mean,
he was able to get them on his
the big
shoulder
ending
at
was
the same
good.
speed and
It was
land with
good.
the same impact and explosiveness. Something else I really liked is how often Big E was able to counter an opponent's move and turn it into
Yeah.
a big ending, which really says a lot about the man's strength. Number 39, the Zig Zag. This finisher really speaks to the ability of Dolph Ziggler.
The Zig Zag was,
just grabbing
just
the opponent's back and yanking them
so
down.
much
I
iconic.
think it's how exaggerated Ziggler is with his body that really makes his finisher work. And
And
I
I'll
know
put
it's now
Ziggler-
called the danger zone, but to me, it'll always be the
What?
Zigzag. Number 38.
Yeah, it has to be the
Elbow.
zigzag. Come on. So I was saying that just because of Dolph Ziggler himself and the moments he's given with the zigzag, especially that cash in on Alberto Del Rio, I would keep the zigzag much higher. Just like the Pedigree and the GTS, because those dudes were CM Punk and Triple H. The third one would be Dolph Ziggler on this, because it's Ziggler, and he's given us some of the most, explosive moments, where we lose our minds. Okay, we just go berserk looking at TV. Ziggler has given us such moments doing the zigzag. Okay, whether it was in the Survivor Series legendary run of him, or he's given it to the Shield a lot of times, when the 3-on-1 used to just completely take him out, and he used to have a final breath of fresh air, okay, and he used to make his fans have some hope in him, that he will fight the odds and he will come out victorious. The zigzag has given us really big moments on TV. That's what I'm trying
The
to
elbow
say.
drop is a classic wrestling move, and it looks great.
The
But I'm
elbow
going with
drop?
Kairi Sane's version of the finisher. Much like how Arn Anderson
Okay.
performs a spine buster a bit better than
Yeah,
everyone
it's-
else, the same is true for Kairi Sane. She turns her entire body into the elbow and adds so much to the
Yeah, I like the way she
Number 37,
turns
the
with
Banzai
it
drop.
slightly.
I love this finisher because
The
it's
Banzai
so simple
drop,
and
oh my
smart.
God.
Yokozuna was one of the biggest
Yeah,
men
it was
ever stepped inside
Yokozuna,
the
man.
WWE ring. So why not make his finisher just him popping a squat on his opponent?
I mean,
now,
it-
there are two
it
versions
fits
of
him.
the Banzai drop. There's a safer one that Yoko would do to bigger names like Hulk Hogan, and there's also the less safe one that Yoko would give to everyone else. Safety and health aside, the second version looks much more devastating, and is the version I think looks better.
God.
Talking about painful moves though,
I mean, just think about taking a Banzai drop from a guy like Yokozuna.
Some finishes are flashy.
Alabama Slam?
Alabama Slam is not
this one. I absolutely hate this move.
It just looks rough and raw, which fits perfectly with Hardcore Holly. That's
it looks like it could end your career and keep you...
don't really look like they hurt, such as the RKO. The Alabama Slam looks like it hurts a ton.
Out of action for like 8 months.
On this list. Number 35, the Rough Rider. Sometimes
the Rough Rider
is just taking an existing finisher.
What the hell is this? Is this that Zack Ryder one?
Like
oh yeah.
But instead of the opponent laying
I was never a fan of this, but
it's a simple change, but it made it so cool. If Matt Cardona,
it was so cool
because
it's Zack Ryder. Come on.
I hope he brings this finisher back with them. Number 34, the
he wants to be Matt Cardona right now. The Claymore.
This is your brain when you're
the Claymore has to be higher in the list. Tap out.
But getting
that's alright.
This finisher was created by accident.
It's your list.
Before the match, Drew McIntyre was trying to perform a big boot, but his pants were so tight that they caused his other leg to get pulled up. In hindsight,
yes, this is how it was invented, if you will.
Because the Claymore is a great finisher. With that said, though,
My
this
God.
is a move that looks best.
The moments McIntyre has given us with the Claymore,
momentum, it doesn't have the same impact as when he does it while running.
He can do it from absolutely anywhere.
When it looks good, the Claymore looks really good.
It looks absolute
number 33,
peach.
The attitude adjustment. I've heard people say the AA is a bad
the
finisher,
AA
but I
is
honestly don't mind it.
dreadful as a move. I've never been a fan of the attitude adjustment by Cena.
The move looks good visually, with the opponent being rotated up into the air and then slammed down onto
I mean,
the
it's
mat.
just a fireman scary into the, whatever it's called, this position right here, after which Lesnar does the F5 and Cena does the AA. It's called a fireman scary, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, it just works because it's John Cena. If anyone else would have done it, you wouldn't even remember the guy. I'm being really honest with you. It's such a dreadful finisher. I like to be straight with my opinions. It's horrible. Who the hell even likes attitude adjustment? It's nothing. It's just picking a dude up from here, dropping him over here. What are we doing? Are we playing in kindergarten? I've never been a fan of the attitude adjustment. It's just, I mean, when he's lifted the Big Show, props to Cena.
Also allowed for some truly memorable moments.
He's done it to really heavy men out there like Mark Henry and Big Show.
Number 32, the High Spirits. I think this
but not a good finisher. The High Spirits by the Spirit Squad doing this to the Big Show.
A group of male cheerleaders dominated WWE into the
Look at that one to Big Daddy 5, if you will, or whatever that was. Hey, it's a funny move. It just looks so funny. I've never seen this move.
High Spirits took advantage of all
I've never seen the High Spirit, man. This looks so funny. Even on Shawn Michaels here. Look at this. This is, if not the funniest move in wrestling that I've seen.
Like I said with the Rough Rider,
the Bro Kick should be higher in the list, to be honest, if you would ask me.
It's essentially a big boot.
It's Sheamus, man.
Added in. I love
it's
the kind of
Sheamus.
fake out Sheamus does too, where he raises his left leg but actually kicks with his right. All those little things are what earn the Bro Kick a spot
it looks pure power.
Number 30, the Implant
The Bro Kick. The Implant Buster by Karma?
But she had one of the best,
oh my God.
I love how after lifting her opponents up, Karma just held
my goodness, the execution, I'm in love with it. It's sad that Karma didn't have a long run.
The impact of the move was the highlight.
I mean, it's Karma delivering it. She's gonna break you in half.
Especially in the context of Karma's WWE character. And yes, I'm aware it was called
It looks dangerous, man. It can hurt you. It can hurt you anywhere. That's how it looks. The Crossroads? Nah, tap out. This is a violation now. The Crossroads is one of the most beautiful wrestling moves I have ever seen that has ever been created. The Crossroads is just so pretty. It's just so pretty. Trust me. You cannot have this. Okay, it's his list, but I took offense to that. I took real offense to him putting the Crossroads over here at, I don't know what position he's kept this on. I think it's in the 20s. the Crossroads has to be in top 5. You understand me? But this is not my list. It's okay, but hey, I'm just giving out my opinion. Okay, yeah, here we were. The Crossroads has to be much higher. Come on, man. It's just so pretty. It's so beautiful. So beautiful.
Cody and Goldust finishers look similar. Anyway, I like the Crossroads for many of the same reasons as the Final Cut.
Look at.
I like the movement with both Cody and his opponent.
It's a perfect ending to a movie. That's what the Crossroads is.
This is another finisher that depends on who's taking it. For instance, the way
Definitely.
Finn Balor takes the Crossroads is fine, but the way Logan
Yeah,
Paul
Finn takes it really
looks
well.
better. Again, the Crossroads is still a good finisher, just with some inconsistency.
I would still stick with
Unlike
Finn.
Number 28, Trouble in Paradise. Back when WWE claimed Kofi Kingston was from Jamaica, they gave him a
Trouble in
finisher
Paradise,
that was
man.
Well, Kingston
On number 28, another offense. I've taken. The Trouble in Paradise is absolute pretty. It is so gorgeous. He does a taekwondo kick, Kofi. It just looks so good. One of the most beautiful sights for me in my life. To this day, The Trouble in Paradise is absolutely beautiful. It is so pretty. Come on. I would have put this on somewhere in top 7 if this was my list. It is so beautiful. Ah, look at that, man. To Evan Bourne. My God. Do I even have to say?
Performs it so effortlessly, and the leg slap is the icing on the cake.
Oh my God. He liked to take Miz out.
This is legitimately a
what is this one? Doomsday. I mean, it's okay. It shouldn't even be on this list.
However, the other key ingredient is the opponent taking the move. Seeing them flip and come crashing
I've
down
seen many
onto the
wrestlers
mat
do
looks
these kind of
brutal.
moves, you know,
And
a lot of
this
tag
makes it not
teams.
just a great tag team finisher, but a great finisher in general. Number 26, the punt kick.
Whatever.
Here's another finisher that can cause serious injury if
You're keeping the punt kick at number 26? I keep taking offense, my guy. I don't know about your list, but as I'm moving forward, I'm getting hurt. I'm taking this personally. Yes, I'm making it personal between the two of us. I am. You're having the punt kick at number 26.
performed incorrectly. Like with the Alabama Slam, the punt kick is not a pretty looking finisher. It looks very blunt. No pun intended. It's just kicking someone in the head as hard as possible. The punt kick is also a great finisher.
Randy
for a heel
Orton
or
is.
bad guy. The only way to do it is if your opponent is already on
He
their
was a
knees
psychopath.
and in a vulnerable position.
And
I would even say the punt kick is the most violent WWE finisher. However, this is a video on the best finishers. So let's move on to number 25, the Chokeslam. It's such a classic finisher that multiple wrestlers have incorporated it into their movesets. Because of that, I'm counting all variations.
I'll be fine with the Chokeslam,
which includes the
Chokeslam being here on number 25.
Said, a good Chokeslam really depends on the opponent. I mean, look at The Undertaker giving it to Hulk Hogan versus him giving it to Gregory Helms. Still, the fact that...
Yeah, it does, but here's something that I've been saying for years. I've always said this. Kane's Chokeslam was simply better than The Undertaker's Chokeslam. Kane made it look so pretty. Undertaker was good and all, but for me personally, Kane had the better Chokeslam. And I would put Chokeslam in top 10, not over here. And it just looks really pretty, and its strength, its dominance, like it's just, my God, that's one of the most wholesome finishers. I don't know what I had to say, but I wanted to say something. It's just so good. I wouldn't put this over here.
Finisher it is. Number 24, the Code Breaker. I'm going to warn you. There's going to be no backstabber
Codebreaker?
in this video. While it is a good finisher, I think the Codebreaker is the better version.
Yeah.
Instead of kneeing your opponent's back, you knee their face. To
I
me,
think
that
about
just seems more
Ricochet,
vicious,
and
especially when the
obviously
opponent's
Chris
body moves
Jericho.
backward upon impact. Again, backstabber is great, but give me a Codebreaker any day. Not literally though.
I mean,
Number
I was
23,
never a fan of the
Murphy's Law.
Codebreaker.
This
I
is
wouldn't
one of
even
the
have it in
finisher
top
while in
50.
WWE. And first
Murphy's
off, the
Law
name
was
is
nice.
great, but that's not the
I gotta
reason
give it
makes
to
the
Buddy
list.
Murphy.
Murphy's Law is a literal spin on the Angle Slam, Kurt Angle's finisher. I know it's blasphemy to say,
I've never paid
but I like
attention
Murphy's
to it.
Law better. Granted, the Angle Slam can
Yeah,
be
Murphy's
performed
Law
on
is
just about
nice.
anyone, regardless of size, whereas Murphy's Law is more limited. Still, I just think it's more
Murphy's Law
spectacular
is
and more
nice. That's
impactful.
all I'll say.
I gotta obey the law, and
It
that's
is a
why
good
Murphy's
finisher.
Law is at number 23. But what about number
Fair
22?
enough.
Soul Snatcher. Here's another
Soul
finisher
Snatcher?
with a cool
Oh,
name that also
by Sol
builds off
Ruca.
an existing finisher. It's essentially an RKO, but Sol Ruca flips off the middle rope before hitting it. It looks sick.
This is, if not the greatest women's finisher, or I don't know what I should say, but a female wrestler. It is hard for any female wrestler to pull something like this. From any generation in WWE. You talk about the days we had Trish Stratus, Lita. You guys know how much I respect the two women, how much I love Trish and Lita. You talk about anybody from the past, you talk about any talent today, including Becky Lynch or Ember Moon or Rhea Ripley, anyone. You cannot pull something like this. Io Sky, you cannot pull what Sol Ruca pulls with this move. This is, if not the greatest wrestling move in women's division history. That's all I want to say. So I wouldn't keep this over here. I would have this much higher on the list.
Ways,
It's just,
I actually prefer it over the RKO, largely because of how beautifully
It's
Sol
so
Ruca
nice.
executes the move. It's just great. But
A
not
huge
as great
shout out
as
to Sol
number
Ruca.
21, Sweet Chin Music. Well,
Sweet
Superkicks
Chin Music
are
at number
released
21. Are you kidding me, sir? What the hell are you doing? I mean, I'm not even talking about Shawn Michaels doing the super kick. It's just, the super kick is perhaps the best finisher ever. Yes, that is the greatest finisher in history. There's a reason he got this nickname, the Showstopper. It was because of the move. And whoever has done this move really well, it's so nice. What are you talking about? The Usos, Mustafa Ali, I mean, I'm forgetting names at this point. It's hard for me to remember who all have done the super kick, but it's so good. It shouldn't be over here in this list. I would put the super kick at number 1. For me, that's the best finisher in history. That the best finisher ever in professional wrestling history. At the very top. I would put the Sweet Chin Music or the super kick at number 1.
You cannot deny that the Sweet Chin Music
I don't
is
know
a
what-
phenomenal finisher. It's such a simplistic move, just a kick to the face. But Michael's tuning up the band, the energy he puts
Dude, it's
into
not
it.
a simple move, it's a judo sidekick. I have a martial arts background ever since I was in 4th grade, so I know what this finisher is. I know what this move is. It's a judo sidekick, and it's one of the toughest things for a human body to do, trust me. And when it's been done in a professional wrestling ring, in front of the people there in the crowd, in front of the world watching in TV, it has given us some of the best TV time. One of the most interesting moments one of the most interesting parts on a Friday Night SmackDown or Monday Night Raw or a pay-per-view can be with the Superkick. Adam Cole, baby, Shawn Michaels, Jey Uso. It's just so good. You can't have the Superkick over here, tap out.
And of course,
come on,
that
man.
sound makes this an awesome finisher.
This is the best
There's
finisher
a reason
ever.
Everyone adds super kicks to their moveset.
Dolph
since
Ziggler.
Shawn Michaels retired.
I told you guys I was
cannot
forgetting
win.
some names.
Number 20, the bank statement. I don't often
Yeah,
hear the
Sasha
bank
Banks.
statement brought up as one of the all-time best.
What a
submission
legend.
finishers, but
The
here are
bank
two
statement
reasons
is-
why. One is the setup. Sasha placing your knees
It's so
on her opponent's
nice.
back and
It's
rolling
so
through
nice.
looks so crisp.
Trust me,
The second
guys.
reason is how Sasha yanks her opponent's body back. It really looks like
Yeah,
she's trying to snap
I
someone's
agree.
spine. It just takes a lot.
She
of
would
boxes.
snap you, yeah,
Now,
she would
what's the
snap you
all-time
right
best
there.
tag
Just-
team finisher?
it just
Well,
looks
it's
so
number 19,
believable.
The 3D.
And she looks in the
With or
mood
without a
doing
table, This move is phenomenal.
The
Bubba
3D,
leaping in the air as Devon
not a
throws
fan.
the poor sucker by his legs looks awesome.
I was never a
Plus,
fan of the
having
3D.
Three men all come crashing down at the same time leads to some major impact.
Yeah, it's
It's also the only tag team finisher that
Whatever.
fans start chanting by name once it's executed.
Now Victor.
They do. Yeah.
Number 18, the 619. Like I said earlier in this
Never a
video,
fan
when
of the
wrestler
619
incorporates
as well.
uniqueness into their finisher, it often spells greatness. And that's definitely the case with the 619. Rey Mysterio's size and height
I was
would
never a
often be
fan of the
looked at as a
619.
disadvantage,
I mean,
but
it's Rey
took that
Mysterio,
and made
so-
it an advantage. Not many people can perform this move.
I'll
and
pay
even
respect.
fewer can do it well, which is one of the reasons it's such a perfect move. Plus, it's a fun finisher to chant.
Make it a habit. A 10
It's Rey
minute
Mysterio,
AI
but
routine every
I
month.
was
You'll be
not a fan of the
unrecognizable
619 as well.
Number 17, the Lion Tamer. Between Chris
The
Jericho's
Lion
two
Tamer by
submission finishers,
Jericho.
The Walls of Jericho and the Lion Tamer, I went with, well, the Lion Tamer. Both moves are similar, but the Lion Tamer looks more painful.
Yeah, I was
Probably
never a
because
fan of the
it
Lion
is.
Tamer.
Jericho putting his knee on his opponent's neck really helps sell the brutality of this move. Both finishers are good, but the Lion Tamer is my pick. Just don't actually put me in it. Number 16, the lumbar
That's a
check.
weird list
It's not the
you've
most
got,
famous
tap
finishing
out.
move,
Come on.
but it is
The
top
lumbar
Cedric
check.
Alexander's lumbar check for being awesome. What I think really sells it is the opponent. When you see someone bouncing off Cedric's knes, it makes the move look impactful.
One of the most
Now,
painful
that is
looking
typically a flaw with this
moves
finisher, since it can
in
really only be
wrestling
executed
history.
on cruiserweight wrestlers. But considering Cedric Alexander wrestled mostly guys his size anyway,
Shout out to
this finisher
Cedric,
worked
man.
out pretty well. Number 15, the F5. Sure, it's named after a button on a keyboard, but the F5 is anything but basic. The visual of Brock Lesnar swinging his opponent through the air and then hitting
Bro,
him
the
back
F5
looks
is
amazing. Plus, Lesnar can
the most
and has been
majestic
able to perform this
move
on
ever in
anyone,
wrestling.
regardless of their size. That's
Yeah, he's done
pretty
it to
impressive.
Big Show,
Honestly,
Mark
the F5
Henry,
looks kind of like a
Omos.
tornado. Oh, number 14.
He's done it to
the
everybody.
Pulverizer. Say what you will about Logan Paul, dude's got a sick finisher. What I really like about the Pulverizer is that it's a modified
I
version
love
of
Logan
another
Paul,
finisher,
man.
the DDT. Old school fans
that
will
wrestling
remember Jake
ring,
Roberts
but
using the DDT as
nah,
his
I'm
finishing
not
move, and it was
a
great
fan of
at
the
time.
Pulverizer.
However, wrestling has changed, and the DDT is no longer a suitable finishing maneuver. So, Logan Paul adds to it, and boom, you got a great finishing move built off an old one. Number 13.
I mean, it's hard to
450
execute
splash.
for anybody.
This is a finisher that doesn't need much of an introduction. It's been used by so many wrestlers.
But I'm not a
and
fan
for
of the
good reason.
Pulverizer.
It looks fantastic. I don't have a favorite version of the 450 splash either.
The 450
Sure,
splash.
mistakes can happen, but
Yeah,
it's a
Justin
move that's
Gabriel was back in the day
regardless
doing
of
these.
who's performing it.
We got
Jacob
Ricochet as
Fatu's
well, right?
moonsault. The moonsault is already a great move, but
The
Jacob
moonsault
Fatu
by
is a
Jacob
small
Fatu,
tweak
yes.
that makes it even better.
Yes.
Fatu jumps on the second row and then to the
It
top,
is
where he then hits the moonsault.
one of the best
Adding those
things in
two
wrestling.
jumps just
Trust
makes the
me.
move look smoother and more of a spectacle to watch.
One of the best
You could
things in
call it
wrestling.
The best moonsault ever. Number 11, the curb stomp. Seth Rollins struck gold
Nah,
with this
man.
finisher.
Never
His
a
original
fan of the
finishing
curb
move,
stomp.
Skywalker,
Absolute
was good,
dreadful
but the curb
move.
stomp works even better. I love that
I wouldn't
Rollins
even keep
literally
this in
shoves
top
someone's
50.
face into the ground, which works so well for a heel or bad guy.
It's
The curb
such-
stomp was
it's such a
great
childish
finisher that
move,
it was
come
one of
on.
the only moves WWE
It's like a
had and
child
later
doing
on
it.
banned. which really speaks volumes to both Seth's ability and the finisher's
When you didn't give him the
Number 10,
Legos.
the powerbomb. The powerbomb, in general, is a great
The
finishing
powerbomb
move.
is-
And one of the reasons is that there are so many variations. Batista's Batista Bomb, the Shield's Triple Powerbomb, The Undertaker's Last Ride, and many more. It's a finisher that invites wrestlers to create their own version.
Yeah, it's-
Honestly, this video could have been dominated by powerbomb
It shows
finishers,
power.
so I'm only going to choose one
Okay.
as the all-time best. But who does
but
have the best powerbomb in all of
I wouldn't
WWE?
have
Well,
the
you might
powerbomb over
disagree,
here.
But I'm going to go with Kevin
Let's see
Owens'
how the list
pop-up
progresses
powerbomb.
from
Owens
here.
launches to the
I'm
point into the air
interested
and
to
then
see
sends him
that.
crashing to the ground. It makes an
Yeah, the
already
pop-up
spectacular
powerbomb.
move look even better. And what's really impressive
Kevin, you didn't
is that
have
it still
to
works, even on guys like
shift
Mark Henry
to
and Big E.
a Stone
Number 9,
Cold
the
Stunner. You
Tombstone
had
Pile
such a
Driver.
nice finisher,
The Pile
man.
Driver is a classic wrestling move.
Nah, I
but
was
I'm
never
specifically going with Undertaker's
You guys
Tombstone.
know the history. You guys know me. You guys know my relationship with this move, the pile driver, don't you?
Pile driver. Why? Honestly, it's because of the ending. Taker putting his opponent's hands over their chest.
The
and
one
then whipping
move
his
I
foot back
hate
is
the
such a great
most.
visual.
I
And not only
despise
fits,
this
but
move.
adds to his character. There's a reason why WWE allowed The Undertaker to continue doing this
Yeah,
finisher,
whatever, man.
even when the pile driver got banned. And it's because it's the perfect finisher for the dead.
It's not safe for the one
Number
taking
8,
it.
the spear. It's another classic and iconic
Argue me
wrestling
as
move,
much-
and also one of the simplest, just running and tackling your opponent.
Argue
Several
with me as
wrestlers
much as
make
you
this
want.
finisher their finisher, and it's easy to see why. In terms of who has the best spear though, I would say either Goldberg or Braun Breaker, both for the impact and explosiveness. And no offense to Edge, but he definitely had the weakest looking spear.
I would keep the spear at number 2. That is my favorite finisher after the Superkick. And talking about who's had the best spear, we should talk about the forearm when we're given an open field tackle. And Roman Reigns during his Shield days, okay, when he was the silent assassin in the Shield during 2012 and 2013, he's given the best spears in professional wrestling history. Whether that was WCW, AEW, NJPW, I told you I don't watch these promotions, but I've seen men do the spear anywhere they've done it. Roman Reigns during the Shield days has given the most beautiful spears. Yes, it's not Goldberg, it's not Batista, he gives a diagonal spear. It's not Edge, it's Roman Reigns. Even after the Shield and in his Tribal Chief days, he did give some spears which were really good, but he gave the best ones in professional wrestling history during his time in the Shield. You guys can go and watch it. You'll know. And also, huge props to Edge, man. You cannot make the spear look good, and I'm not talking about the way he does it. I'm talking about the execution. I'm talking about, you know, it just sits at such a Hall of Fame category. His long hair and the way he does this, okay, the way he just, the way Edge used to prepare himself for the spear, it sits at a Hall of Fame category. That alone. Forget about him doing the move, actually.
His opponent. Number 7, the phenomenal forearm. I was thinking of including Wade
Yeah,
Barrett's
the phenomenal
bullhammer in this
forearm is
video,
nice.
But then I remembered that AJ Styles' phenomenal forearm is just a cooler version of the bullhammer. Sorry, Wade.
I
The
mean,
word
it's
cinema gets
not
thrown
that-
around a lot, but the phenomenal forearm is a
It's
move
okay.
that truly
It's
looks
okay.
cinematic. I mean, just look at these still images. All the momentum
Yeah, it
and
does,
movement Styles
but
puts into this finisher made it easy to include the phenomenal
I feel
forearm
anybody can
in this
pull off,
video.
the
Number 6,
phenomenal
the
forearm.
Swanton Bomb. This is the coolest WWE move ever. Jeff Hardy doing his little
Was
finger
never a
gun
fan
and
of the
doing a diving
Swanton
flip
Bomb as
forward
well.
is just so cool. Every wrestling fan has, at one point, thought about performing a Swanton Bomb,
Yeah.
and it's not hard to
Yeah,
understand
but Jeff
why.
Hardy
It's
was
the
more
ultimate daredevil
popular
move,
than the
and it's no
president
wonder
himself.
That's been the finisher that Jeff Hardy has used for most of his iconic OMG moments.
I'll just say that. During those days, 2008, 2009, man, Jeff Hardy.
Number 5, the Frog Splash. This
Nah, man, I was never a fan of the Frog Splash as well. It's just me. Let me know down in the comments if you guys were not a fan of the frog splash as well. RVD does it probably better than anybody in the past, but I was never a fan of the frog splash. Never a fan.
From the heavens, or Eddie Guerrero hitting it to win the WWE Championship.
I never understood the meaning of it, the idea of it.
The impact of the frog splash make it a thing of beauty.
Nah,
like the 450 splash.
I never liked it.
Although I will
I'll
say,
be straight.
The height Montez Ford gets is impressive. Number 4, the Red Arrow. This finisher is another one.
Oh, Neville, yeah, with the Red Arrow.
Just look at it. It's essentially a shooting star press.
I mean, it's Neville. He does all this.
Especially when you see it in slow motion.
He does all this athleticism and everything he does.
I think the Red Arrow, or as it's technically called, a corkscrew shooting star press, is the slightly better version. Number 3, the Canadian Destroyer.
It's okay,
I've
but
said throughout this video that I love finishers that take
the Canadian Destroyer
and put a spin on them. And the Canadian Destroyer is the definitive example. The Canadian
Bad
Destroyer
Bunny
is just a pile driver
with the Bunny
but
Destroyer.
with a flip. On paper, it sounds simple, but I mean,
The Panama Sunrise by Adam Cole, baby.
It's the perfect.
Man, I miss
blend of
Adam
flash
Cole, man.
and Force, but there are 2 more finishers. That
I'll
are
not
just
be a
bit
fan
better.
of this move as well, you
Alright,
guys know
number
that.
2 and number 1.
Because I'm not a fan of the pile driver.
The second best WWE finisher
I
of all time
loathe
is
the pile driver.
Stone Cold Stunner, and the number 1 is the RKO. Now, both of these finishers
I forgot about the
great,
RKO,
and it was a really tough decision. But here's why the Viper beats the Rattlesnake. The highlight of the Stone Cold Stunner, besides just seeing the move,
That's my
is
third
seeing how
most
people sell
favorite
it.
finisher,
There have been
the
numerous
RKO.
fun and creative ways people have reacted
After
to
the
this
spear
finisher.
and
However,
after the
there's
super
really only
kick
one way to
and the
give
spear.
Stone Cold Stunner. The RKO, though,
I mean,
has
Stunner
so
is
many
nice, it's
creative
just-
setups and ways to execute it. There's a reason the phrase
Yeah, if you
RKO
compare
out of nowhere became an
The Stone
iconic
Cold
line.
Stunner and the
It's given a
RKO. The RKO is far better than the Stone Cold Stunner. Trust me, guys. Stone Cold Stunner depends on the person who's selling it. Razor Ramon couldn't ever sell the Stone Cold Stunner, I think. Vince has never sold it. Linda. No, I'm sorry. Razor Ramon has most likely sold the Stone Cold Stunner in the best way ever in history. I'm so sorry, guys. Shout out to Diesel, man. Shout out to Razor Ramon. We miss you. I'm sorry, guys. I just got confused. I was thinking something else. He's given one of the best, sell to the Stone Cold Stunner. I was talking about somebody else. I don't know who I was talking about, but yeah, it just depends on the person who's taking it. I really liked when Pat McAfee took it, and the beer was all flowing out of his mouth. That was such a good sight for me on TV when I watched it a few years back. I think it was at some WrestleMania where he faced Austin Theory, or I don't know who exactly he faced, but that was so nice. Even Montez Ford sold it really well. Xavier Woods has sold it really well, I think. These are some of the names. Razor Ramon has sold it in probably the best way. I'm really sorry, guys. But yeah, it's just Stone Cold. So that's what I will, that's the whole reason but I can't argue with his list. It's his opinion. This was his list, but I wouldn't put the Stone Cold Stunner even in top 10. It's just because of Stone Cold Steve Austin, his massive personality, okay? And yeah, it's his personality in a nutshell. Man, people want to just... They want to feel on top of the world. Scream on top of their lungs, okay, when the move is done on a person. They really like somebody gets stunned in the ring, and the execution even makes it up for it, okay? When, Shane McMahon has probably given the stunner in the best possible way ever, with Razor Ramon up there. Shane, you know, when the beer used to fall out of his mouth back in the day, you know, during the early 2000s, I believe, that was so much cool. Shane has sold the Stone Cold Stunner in the best way as well, and Austin Theory. Shout out to you, man. I'll never forget his, you know, the thing he did with his legs and the height he got, you know, when he took the stunner. But if you compare this with the RKO is far better than the Stone Cold Stunner. Do I even have to
some of the most unforgettable moments
say something on this?
History. And that's why the
No.
RKO is the greatest WWE finisher of all time. But what about the worst finishers? Watch the video on screen to see the
Randy
worst
has
finishing
given
moves
it
of all time.
at so many different places. It's just... Hey, this was such a nice video, you guys. Let me know if you agree to this list or not. or you felt the way I did when I was watching this video. I took offense to a lot of stuff in this video because I know it's his list, okay? But nah, I took offense to to most of these rankings. But let me know down in the comments which finishers you would put at what particular positions, and which one do you think is the greatest wrestling finisher ever? Which one for you is the best finisher ever? This was so much fun. I'll see you guys in the next video, and let me know if you agree with this list or not. And no hate to Tap Out Corner, okay? This is his list. We should respect his opinions, his thoughts, whatever. This is what he feels. For me, guys, at number 1, the Superkick, at number 2, the Spear, and at number 3, the RKO. From there, the Chokeslam, the F5, and rest of the things follow. That's how my list looks like. We'll talk about my list sometime, but this was not the day for that. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, how you felt about this video, and drop me some video ideas that you would want me to do here on the channel, and some videos that you will want me to check in my further uploads. This was so much fun. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.